Hello, Beauty News family. Welcome to the September episode of Beauty News. We're going to talk about a small portion of recent beauty releases, things that interest us for both good and bad reasons. I think we're going to jump straight into it with Holiday.
Okay, we're going to start holidays with Hourglass. Now, I did do a little short on this throughout the month. So this came out earlier in the month. You can get it from the Hourglass website. Now, they're doing the same thing that they did last year where they have 3 unlocked palettes. On the Hourglass website, you can customize these. So you can pick your packaging and then pick your shade selection from the pre-designed 3 options. There's a dragon one, a lotus one, and an evil eye one this year. Now, if you do buy this from a different retailer, you're stuck with the pre-made one. You can't choose your packaging essentially. But what is different about these this year is 5 out of 6 shades are apparently new. So where they have repeated time and time again, they probably listened to that feedback, but the shades still all look very similar. But
They do.
If you've got a bunch of these, you shouldn't have too many overlaps. So I suppose that's one good thing.
I think that's really good. I definitely think that, having new and limited edition shades in the palettes can be a driving force for people to buy them. And it makes me feel like it's more acceptable to buy them every year. But Hourglass does have a history of putting new shades in the palettes and then releasing them as a permanent shade in their collection. Although I'm just going to go ahead and guess that if 5 of the shades in each palette are new, they're not going to be releasing 15 new shades next year. So I'm going to guess that some of these genuinely will be limited edition, or you'll only see them in coming holiday seasons.
All right, we're starting to see the MAC Holiday collection. It is gold themed. It's kind of boring. What we've seen so far is the 24K or 24 karat holiday advent calendar. Now in Australia, this is $390, but apparently it's $787 of value. It's a lot. It's ridiculous. It's too much money for this.
A lot.
But what we've seen sort of roll out so far is just a bunch of the packs. So mini lipstick packs, brush packs, that kind of thing. Just some of their best sellers kits, all in sort of gold packaging. We haven't really seen the limited edition holiday stuff just yet, but we know the theme, so it's going to be more gold.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised they did gold, because last year they did silver, and I thought they would try to change it up just a little bit, but whatever. Speaking of gold, we have to talk about Nars, because they're doing a gold collection as well, and I feel like this is a bit done and dated with Nars, which is a little bit sad, but it is what it is. They have stacks of packs this year, lip packs, face packs, eye packs, all that jazz. They've got a couple of lipsticks in their new explicit formula. So there's a rose brown and a classic red. We have a face palette, which they do every year. And we've got some blushes and I think highlights.
There's a powder with a gold veining in it.
Okay, yeah. So it's called the Gold Dust Light Reflecting Setting Powder, and like Kat said, it's a marbled champagne gold setting powder. And they also have a Gold Rush eyeshadow, which is a single sparkly gold metallic eyeshadow. I think it's an interesting collection. For me, it's definitely one of Nars's most boring holiday collections.
1000%.
But it's wearable, so,
Look, the thing I like most about this, I am intrigued by the sort of gold veining powder. I think that sounds interesting. I like the gold lipstick simply because that packaging is refillable, so if you can keep it. If you really like that gold, the rest of the range is just black packaging, so you can
Yeah.
you know, mix it up, you can use it up and refill it. So I think that's cool. The packs, I don't understand. It's a gold collection, but then everything in the minis are rose gold, which makes me feel like it's from past collections that they're just trying to like I don't know. It seems really just thrown together.
I have to agree with you on that because like they've got one of their, I think it's their little like liquid blush duos, which they had last year. And I can't remember the shades from last year. Like I don't care enough to even have a look, but they look pretty similar. And you know, these are like lip packs and stuff that we have seen so many times in the past. Like if there's anything super different here, it doesn't stand out compared to last year's. So anyway, it's all right. It is what it is. Look, isn't it good that some years the holiday collections are shit?
Yeah, it saves me money, so
yeah,
I won't complain too much about that.
Yeah.
Another collection we have, this is not gold, but it is pretty standard and pretty boring for the range. Pat McGrath, this is the Luminous Legends collection. There's a lot of eyeshadows here. There's one big 15-pan eyeshadow palette. I'm sure there's so many repeats in that I don't care.
Yeah.
There's a couple of 5-pan eyeshadow palettes. There's a couple of eyeshadow duos. There's lip packs. It all looks very Pat McGrath. Like we've seen this sort of regal jewel sort of packaging. How many times have we seen this? We've seen it with Bridgerton. We've seen it with past collections. I just feel like it's getting so boring.
She really has like a vibe and is stuck in it, isn't she?
Or
like it's just, yeah, it's repeating things just over and over and over. I feel like she's stuck in a box at the moment.
Or is just reusing old packaging again.
But yeah, potentially she genuinely is doing that. I do think that the palettes, like swatched, I think they look quite pretty. I don't want them, but they look sparkly and pretty, which, you know, I like sparkly things. But, like, there's nothing exciting here. I'm not excited. I'm sleepy.
I'm sleepy too, and not just because of the time. I think with Pat McGrath, like, the big palette looks, like this, I'll have footage on the screen. It looks very twinkly and beautiful. But I feel like that's how Pat McGrath makes their money. Yeah. Like they always
100%
have
I agree with you.
The perfect lighting to really highlight the twinkly eyeshadows. And yes, some of them are nice, but are they that nice? No, they're not that nice. They're just not that nice.
Yeah. From Summer Fridays, we have some cute little holiday releases, which I'm pretty keen for, I'm not going to lie. So we've got the Lip Butter Balm set. This is a set of 3 of their full-size lip butters. They are limited edition. We've got cherry, pink sugar, and sweet mint. Yes, please. And then we've got the Mini Neutrals Lip Butter Balm set. This has vanilla beige, iced coffee, and brown sugar. I want those as well, thank you. And then we have the Hot Cocoa Scented and Tinted Lip Balm. I just might be buying a lot of lip balms this year. Between like Laneige and fucking Tatcha and now Summer Friday. I can't help it if the brands are just like 2024 is a year where we release all of the good shit.
They look good. I'll take one of each. I don't need one of each. I'll take one of each. And you can tell us about Too Faced because I don't know about this. You tell us.
Oh, yes. Look, this is a sneak peek and I wasn't even sure if we would really talk about it. So we're not going to really talk about it because there's not much information here. But we have seen a few bits from Too Faced, like just giving us a crumb for their holiday collection. It appears to have a jewel theme. Mm-hmm. The packaging looks like gemstones. We've got a couple of 5-pan palettes. We've got a face palette and a couple of packs. Too Faced always do stacks of packs. Lip injection, anybody? no thank you. But if you want it, Too Faced will be bringing it to you this year. When we know more, we'll definitely like go over that collection.
I just love it how they've got
in a
these
bit
sort
more
of
depth.
jewel-toned packaging that makes it look like an emerald, and then you open it up and it's brown.
And it's like
It's brown.
Pink and brown.
Of course, pink and brown.
Yeah, it's really sad. It's yeah. But I mean, I just expect that from Too Faced now.
True.
It's
True.
All right, let's dig into some collabs. We're going to start with one from a brand I have never even heard of, as far as I'm aware. It's Beauty Creations Cosmetics, and this is a Corpse Bride collaboration. So there's a few cute little things of note. There is a mirror that has like a skeleton hand that's
Yeah, I like that too.
I want it. It's super cute. There's also like I think it's a sparkly like powder in one of those spray bottles, those old school perfume style bottles, which is pretty cute. I think whenever brands bring them out, there's a little bit of nostalgia that sort of flows through the beauty community.
Especially
but
for
there's
us
a whole
old
bunch of
ladies.
things. Yes, exactly. Bring me that Nana glam. I'm, riding off into the sunset into those years as we speak. But yeah, it looks like there's, a face palette, maybe an eyeliner, potentially, I don't know.
There's a pH
roll-on
lip
gloss,
oil. There's
is that what
setting
it is?
mist.
Yeah.
Cream contour.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah, it is
feel
cute. It's done fairly well for a
Yeah.
brand that, like you,
Yes.
I've never heard of. I think they've done the property fairly well. Cool.
Yeah.
Look,
yeah.
and to be fair, one of the better collabs we've seen this month, because we've seen a bunch of
I
trash
agree.
this month. So
I agree.
there's that.
It's not terrible. It's cute, and it appears to be true to the property as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Last month we did talk about Stranger Things collaboration. I did mention that it seems strange that it's at this time of the year where there's no Stranger Things release happening. But
No.
Colourpop have just started showing a Stranger Things collaboration. So
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening. They're just trying to build hype or something for the new season, I guess.
Yeah.
So this is already launched by the time you're watching this. What's inside? There's the full collection. You can buy the whole thing. There's a palette. There's a pH changing cream blush. Interesting. There's the chrome liquid shadow duo, an ultra glossy lip trio, a liquid light glow drops, and waffle lip mask. So there we go. I don't know. What do you think? I don't know. We'll probably have more photos than what we have now, so you'll be seeing more information than we do. But
We don't have much to go off based on like what we're seeing. Colourpop do this thing where their packaging is better than like the outer packaging, the shit that you throw away is better than all of it. So that's kind of my hang up about it. And also I'm like, where is the new season? Not that I watch it anymore, but it just seems strange to me that they're bringing this out.
I agree.
But maybe it's not.
But is it as strange as Elf doing a Tinder collaboration?
Listen, I'm fucking throwing everything in the bin. Like, Elf is on my shit shelf right now. I'm not standing for this. They can get fucked right off.
I agree.
I hate this.
This is
I
so
really
weird.
hate this collection. Yeah, it's bizarre. Kat, tell us about it so I can build some rage.
So they collaborated with Tinder, because I don't know why you need to do that, but apparently you do. There's a vault, there's makeup bag, lip oils, setting spray, primer. They have a thing called It's a Match Stick Lippies. Now these are like the one-use lipstick applications, and you sometimes see this from brands that they give this away as like a sampler for their lipstick, so you can try the lipstick formula.
Yeah.
They're charging for 5 single-use like matches $4. You can buy a full Elf lipstick for $4, but I don't know.
That's
so
bad.
essentially, this is makeup that's supposed to help you last throughout a date, or that can bring with you on a date and you can touch up. I think this is cringe, and Kat says no. I just no.
Yeah, Hailey says no too. Look, I have a real hate relationship with dating apps. I think they're terrible for the most part. But then on the other hand, I have 2 friends who have met their life partners on dating apps.
Yeah, only 2.
I met mine playing a video game. Yeah, only 2. But I don't know why this ticks me off so much. I think it's more Elf is ticking me off in this one. I feel like Elf is, they're really, they've got some Gen Zers doing the marketing at the moment. And it just, I don't know, the old crotchety bitch in me is just you wait. Just you wait.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
I just don't see a world where this needs to be a thing. Tinder,
No,
sure.
I agree.
Elf
I agree.
makeup, sure. Together?
Sure. Together? No.
No.
Never. And those matchstick lippies, I will say, in terms of looking at someone or something and being yeah, that's a cute idea for a collaboration, it ticks that box for me. I'll be totally honest. But $4 for 5 of them, get fucked.
Yeah.
And also, are they plastic? Because come on, man. But also, are they cardboard? Because
I don't know. But I do agree. I think
know.
Tinder match, it makes sense that.
Absolutely.
It actually does
Yes.
tick a lot of boxes. I think if you got more of them in it for
I agree.
$4, and then that be the collaboration done.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I agree. All right, here's something that pisses me off as well, but not as bad, and kind of in comparison, I like it. It's from Hostess with Glamlite. It's a Twinkies collection. It makes no sense to me, but that's fine. So it's Hostess Twinkies. So there's just a few products in this collection. You've got a lip kit, which contains a lip liner, a lipstick, and an ultra shine gloss, and it's Twinkies scented, which is gross. There's also a lip kit. I mean, Twinkies, they don't smell good. No. There's a lip care duo, which has a lip scrub, a lip mask. Both are Twinkies scented as well. And then there's a Birthday Cakes body butter. I haven't smelt what Twinkies birthday cake scent smells like, so I don't know about that one. But I mean, I think they're very boring products, but I'm also very used to seeing brands do these weird food collaborations now, so it is what it is. I mean, it's Glamlite. Am I surprised? No.
No, this is very Glamlite, and like you, I think this is a bit gross. I have tried Twinkies. They're not a common thing in Australia, and from what I understand, they're more a nostalgic thing rather than an actually tasty thing. People who love them because it reminds them of their childhood. I don't know if that's right, but that's what I've heard.
Yeah.
Because I've tried them and they're pretty dire. So they're not very nice.
I tried them out of curiosity and I was I've done that now. I never need to do it again.
Never need to try them ever again. So do I want any of this? No. But there is something about that body butter with the sprinkles on the lid that sort of makes me want to...
I actually agree.
Yeah.
Our last collaboration is from R.E.M with Wicked, the movie. I feel like I've already seen this, but look, Wicked has been doing the rounds recently, and we've seen a few collaborations. This one's with R.E.M. So we've got under eye masks, there's pH lip oils, lip stains, and a couple of makeup sets. So they contain lip balms, liquid eyeshadows, eyeliner, and a multi-use face stick. There's 2 options. You've got Glinda and Elphaba. Then there's an eyeshadow palette and some glow drops. It's out at the end of September. I'm not sure if it'll be 30th of September. So whenever this episode goes up, you've got the reference. It's available at Ulta and on the R.E.M website. I mean, I haven't even seen Wicked, the musical.
No.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. I mostly feel nothing. All right, we've got some random releases. This one's a bit mishmashy, so we're just going to go through them as we see fit. We've got a couple of releases from ABH, which I feel like haven't seen stuff from ABH in forever. We've got a buildable like brow gel that is supposed to add volume for a natural long-wearing finish. Comes in 9 shades. I feel like we haven't seen... When was the last brow release we saw from ABH?
Not for a while.
It's been a minute, hasn't it? Yeah. I'm interested to see if they're trying to like, you know, come back with that. But we've also got some eyeliners from ABH. So they're waterproof liquid liners. They have a felt tip, which is meant to be like super fine, and it comes in 6 shades. You've got black, burgundy, aubergine, brown, white, and like a navy blue. I am not gonna lie, I think these look so fucking boring, like mega snooze fest.
Yep.
And I'm surprised they didn't like do this 7 years ago.
Well, they probably did, and then probably discontinued it, and it's back. Like,
probably.
I do think that this is snooze fest, but I also think it's almost like a staple for a brand where you can buy the full face from a brand.
Yeah,
so
I do agree. I agree.
Begrudge it, but
yeah,
it's not exciting.
I'm not interested in it. There's also a palette. I'm just going to get this off my chest now. I hate ABH's 9-pan palettes. They really anger me visually. But this one is the Mini Spice palette. So it's 9 shades from warm tone neutrals to brilliant golds in matte and metallic finishes. It is brown town with a pop of pink.
It's doing a Too-Faced. My question is, was there a bigger spice palette? I don't think so.
I don't know.
I'm just looking it up and
I don't know.
Isn't.
I'm assuming that they're just referencing their 9-pan palettes as like their mini palettes. But I mean, they're still full-size eyeshadow pans. Like there's nothing...
There's nothing too
really
mini about it.
Like, yeah, it's just like, it's 9 pans instead of what, 14? I think?
Yeah, they were 14.
Or 16, whatever it is. So, yeah, I don't know. But even for a brown lover, like, even I don't want that.
Out of those releases, the thing that I'm curious about the most is actually the tinted brow gel. Now, they're saying it's a mousse-like texture, lightweight buildable formula for a soft, natural finish, water-resistant, long-wearing, blah, 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 quick drying. How many brush-on gels have they brought out? It's been a few, hasn't it? Like tinted gels?
It has. Yes.
Do we think this is going to save the brand? Because, like, I'm not saying that they're going under or they're in trouble, but they do not have the hype and the sort of respect that they once commanded in the beauty community.
Once did.
And I'm just wondering if they're like, oh, we've just got to retreat back to brows because that's what people are still buying.
Possibly. Maybe they're thinking, if we go back to our roots, maybe we can sort of get that hype train happening again. Look, possibly. I don't think that any of the releases they've just put out, or we've just mentioned, are going to rescue the brand. And I say rescue, but it's not done.
Yeah.
I don't think ABH is in trouble, like Kat said. These are very bland. However, I do wonder if potentially what they're trying to do is sort of get that hype train happening where they release quite a few things like in succession, and then they release something big and they send out their big PR packages like they did back in the day, and then people are doing full faces of ABH. Maybe time will tell, I suppose. But do we even think ABH can make a comeback like they once had? I don't know.
No, probably not. To be fair. No. The next thing, this is a new addition to the Luminous Silk family, which a lot of people welcome new additions to that family because Armani Luminous Silk is very popular. This is the Aqua Highlighter. So it's a pearly illuminating fluid with a natural blend to sculpt your face from every angle. Ooh. It comes in 5 shades and it's coming soon. Again, like, I probably won't buy this, but
No,
I know that
they're not.
range has such sort of weight behind it that people will try it. And they
Yes.
have been they brought out the liquid blushes
I agree.
recently. So this is all just sort
That's
of
right. Yeah.
adding. So
Filling in
Yeah.
the gaps. Yeah, I agree. Something that I know for a fact I will never buy, but when it releases, I will be having a little sticky beak at how much they're trying to sell this shit for. Celine, the like designer brand, is bringing out their own cosmetic line. And it looks pretty bougie. It looks pretty Celine. So far, we're seeing like loose powder with a fluffy puff. We're seeing blushes. We're seeing lipsticks. We're seeing eyeliner and mascara and things like that. There's really not a lot of info on it. It isn't launching until the end of the year. Select products in October and then more in January of 2025. So yeah,
another designer brand, essentially.
Another designer brand, probably overpriced cosmetics. They're also going to have nail polish. I would be so, like, if I had Celine money, but still my own morals, I would totally go and buy one of their nail polishes just to see how long it wears and do, like, a fucking wear test on that shit. But also I don't want to pay, like, 60 or 70 US dollars for a nail polish, because that's what I'm guessing these prices are going to be like. Because Celine is not fucking around.
Yeah.
They're expensive.
You can get it. And what they're showing is a red nail polish. You can get red nail polishes from like, every brand.
Everywhere.
Yeah. This next thing is, in my opinion, more interesting. This is by Cosmic Brushes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Cosmic Brushes is an indie brand, and I've heard a lot about the eyeshadow palettes. This is a new one that has already launched. It's the Undergrowth palette. It is murky greens and browns. That's me. I love it. This is the brand that has beautiful swatch photos. We saw that Cool Trolls and whatever, that warm nude trolls and cool trolls,
I think it was.
Yeah, same brand.
Yes.
But this is the greeny version, and I can say I have ordered this with my friend Madeline.
Oh, I was hoping.
Twisted my arm.
I was actually going to ask you.
She twisted my arm.
Excellent. I was going to ask you, like, after, I was going to be like, yo, I was talking to Madeline about this. Did you buy it? I think it's a very you palette, definitely. Like, this is cat in a palette. I think it's quite pretty. I know it's not for me. I just don't wear greens. But also, I don't tend to gravitate towards these highly pigmented eyeshadows these days. But I've heard good things about this brand. And I think they're creating relevant, very pretty palettes. And they're marketing them well. So, you know, Godspeed to them. Go forth and make the beautiful palettes for people.
I agree. But also, like you, Hailey, I don't gravitate towards the very pigmented eyeshadows. So I'm taking
a bit nervous.
I'm taking a risk.
Well,
I'll enjoy it, but I probably won't wear it on a daily basis. It's just what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah. Look, I think, I don't know, in my old age, I can still appreciate a bolder or more saturated eyeshadow look. It's just not what I gravitate to on a daily basis, because I think it's more difficult, or not more difficult, more time consuming to apply and have it look really pretty. And these days, I prefer to spend time in my garden getting accidentally sunburned.
Or sleeping. I'm the same, but I'm excited. But I'm also quite interested in this next palette. This is...
Me too.
This is a smart palette. I, tip my hat. This is very cool. This is from Danessa Myricks. It's the Lightwork 6 Freedom palette. And when they talk about freedom, There is freedom here, and I am for it. And this is chalk and cheese with that Pride palette. Remember that ugly Pride palette?
Oh,
like...
I was repressing that memory. Why did you bring it back
I'm
up?
shocked that a brand who brought out that ugly mess can also bring out this beautiful, like, cohesive gem of a palette. So, you can see the palette here. It's got, like, 3 sections of 6 eyeshadows. So that is, if we're counting, 18 eyeshadows. And they're in, like, little colour stories, which is nice. It's like an autumn colour story, a cool sort of bluey colour story, and then you've got like a rosy berry colour story. It creates this beautiful, very shimmer, it's all shimmer, shimmery sort of rainbow.
Yes.
Looks lovely, swatched. That sort of fluid colour, that sort of aqua, is gorgeous.
So the packaging on this is super smart. Essentially what you've got is the palette laid out with all of the little mini palettes together, and it's got a lid, right? Now on that lid, there's another lid inside it that you can pop out. Then you can pull all of the little palettes apart. You can stack them and put the mini lid on top of it to make it more compact, or you can use one palette individually with the mini lid and travel with it. It's genius.
Yeah, and then you can also, you can pop out the pan so you can make your customized little 6-pan on the go palette. Very smart. This is so good. This is the future, people. This is what makeup artists create, because they're like, I want compact. I want to be able to customize. I want to be able to move with this little bitch. I think this is so smart. I want this just because I want to play with the configuration of it. I'd wear like maybe half of these eyeshadows. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this
it.
being a format that they release in with future colour stories, because this is sort of mainly colour and all shimmer. It'd be lovely to see matte versions and then more. I want to see more because...
Absolutely.
Like,
yeah.
We grew up in the era of like build your own palettes were like a thing. It was very exciting. You get your own little quad or your little palette and you make your own thing. This is almost like an Inglot build your own palette thing in your own home. I think it's such a cool idea.
Yes, but better because Danessa Myricks formulation. Absolutely, it's so good. I also forgot to mention that the mini palette cover that you can pop out of the full-size lid is a mirror as well.
Excellent.
Sort of everything.
Love it.
I love it.
Love it.
Genius.
Love it. All right, Hindash is back. I am shocked because we hadn't heard anything about Hindash Cosmetics for the longest time. I was worried too. Mm-hmm. And to be fair, like people were flagging that like the website had been out of stock of products for ages. Apparently, Hindash has released these gradient highlighters that look beautiful. We'll talk about them in a second. But with the launch, they restocked everything. So if you wanted Hindash products, they are back. Now, apparently these highlighters were being formulated at the time of his first release. So the first palettes were those gradient pan eyeshadow palettes. Yes. These are gradient highlighters and they're beautiful. So there's 3 shades. There's Peak Heat, which is a multi-dimensional neutral bronze. There's Le Luna, which is a multi-dimensional moon pearl in a transparent base. And the last one is Doll Dynasty, which is a multi-dimensional champagne base. Now this does have a gradient from like a champagne to a pink. So these are very pretty. I love the fact that they, not only is it like one highlighter that you can almost use potentially throughout the year or obviously in different sort of looks. And I love the fact that the white looking one has that translucent base, so it looks like a bit of a wet sheen.
I love that.
And it goes from like a white to a lilac. I think these are really pretty. If you like bronze highlighters, the fact that you've got like a slightly lighter one and a slightly deeper one can take you throughout different seasons. I think these look beautiful. I want to try them. They look gorgeous. I'm happy.
They are absolutely gorgeous. I've got them. I haven't tried them yet. I'm saving myself. That sounds terrible. I am saving it for a special, like a day where I can get in there and put it all over my everything.
And Hailey just
Yes.
informed me that potentially I was supposed to be sent some in PR, but they went to Bristol in the UK. I don't know how. I've never been there. But that's really sad.
We're going to try and get it sorted out. I know. Down to the
What are you doing? I'm in Australia. Oh, what can you do? I'm excited for them anyway. Even I was actually planning on buying some, so that was a surprise when I found out that I've got some waiting in Bristol.
Yeah. From Lisa Eldridge, we have a shade extension on one of her palettes and a new line. Let's talk about the palette first. So it's a 6-pan
It's a two-faced palette.
It's called the Fawn Eyeshadow.
No, it's brown and pink.
Two-faced? Oh, it is. I was like, hang on. Did I say it was two-faced? I thought I said 6-pan. My brain was just like, did I have a stroke? It is a two-faced palette. It's brown with a pop of pink. Absolutely. So Kat just informed me that Fawn is one of her popular like nude lipstick shades, and this palette is designed to like complement that essentially. So if you're into it, you're into it. She's also released liquid silk eyeshadows. So there's 5 shades. There's a cool mauve grey, a neutral peachy beige, a deep rosewood, a warm light caramel, and a golden brown. They're £26 each. I don't know. I'm just going to say it's very bland.
Yes.
And brown.
Look,
I don't know what's happening
I
to
like
me.
brown, but this is too boring for me. Look, this is, again, that kind of thing where it's padding out a range. If you're ordering a lipstick, why not order a satin liquid eyeshadow thing?
Correct. I would.
But I wouldn't order it just for it. I wouldn't place an order just for it.
Just for that. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Kat hit the nail on the head there. That's exactly how I feel too. Okay, Made by Mitchell is releasing highlighter duos. I get the vibe that the beauty brand owners are like, can we have a resurgence of highlighters? To
be fair, it is a logical progression from blush, which is very trendy.
It is. Anyway, this is from Made by Mitchell. They are duo highlighters. I hate this name. The Blushed Pressed Duo Highlighter Palettes. There's 10 shades. And, I mean, he's got some colours in there. We've got purples, we've got oranges, we've got pinks, we've got beautiful bronzy shades, we've got golds, and then we've got, silvers and champagnes and stuff like that. He's covered bases with this shade range.
The packaging
is
when
you're releasing 10... I hate it. The packaging is not cute. We're not talking about it. I don't want to offend anyone. But when you're releasing 10 duo highlighters, you're essentially releasing 20 highlighters. So this is a lot. But it's a lot.
Do you know what the swatches tell me? It tells me 2 things. One, his photography team, they need to hire that Cosmic Brushes people, because it looks bad. And it also shows me that you might have 20 shades of highlighter, but it looks like you've only got 5.
They all look the same. Oh, it's so true. It is true.
I see pink. I see champagne. Look the same. I see that interesting red colour and like a goldy colour. But also this font, I'm zooming in. It is the shittest font on a small scale. I don't even know what half this stuff says.
It looks like an acid trip.
All right, something really quickly from Milani. They are jumping on that Charlotte Tilbury glowy blush tube liquid sponge tip applicator thing that every brand of their dog are doing. This is called the Cheek Kiss Blush and Glow. It's a 2-in-1 liquid blush and highlight, and it comes in 6 universally flattering shades. I'm not going to talk much about it. There's swatches. They look fine. They look moussey and they're fairly affordable. So you do you. Next. All right, from NYX, we've seen a couple of new products. This look, I'm intrigued. I kind of like when brands are referencing practical things, and I hope the products work. I don't know if they will. But they're the Face Glue Primer and Face Glue Setting Spray. So it's supposed to have your makeup stuck like glue with no icky, sticky feeling. It's a hydrating primer with a waterproof setting spray. Hydrating formula, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, up to 24-hour wear, essentially. What I think I like about this is that it looks like PVA glue.
Yeah,
now, do I need that on my face? Probably, because I've got oily skin and my makeup doesn't last. Yeah, there's something about this that looks cheap and nasty, but it could also work, is what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. The packaging it's a novelty.
It's true.
I don't hate it. I wouldn't buy it, but I can appreciate it. Sol de Janeiro have released something that I'm pretty sure I'm going to want. I'm going to have to go and check this out in store. It is the Cherosa 71 Shimmering Body Cream. Now, they're saying that this is limited edition. I don't know if it really will be, but it is a shimmering body cream in the Cherosa 71 line, so it smells like the body fragrance, but it has like a golden shimmer in it. Looks quite nice. I think I want it. Like vanilla, sea salt, macadamia nut, white chocolate, tonka bean, coconut blossom. Are you fucking kidding me? Yes. We should have saved this for the fragrance section.
We should have. And I can tell you, I probably...
Where we get all worked up and excited.
Yeah, I want to try this as well. I don't use body creams nearly as much as I should, but summer's coming up, so this is like appropriate for us. Also, something you don't know about me, I'm not a big fan of the traditional Sol de Janeiro fragrance.
Boom, boom.
Yeah, that one is very coconutty. I don't like it. Gives me a bit of a headache. This fragrance is tacky as fuck, but I love it. I've actually got it in the body spray.
I love it. It's yum.
It smells like caramel popcorn. Salty caramel popcorn. Yeah. And there's something about that that's kind of gross. Like, I get it. It's kind of gross. But I kind of also... also love it.
It's delicious.
I kind of also love it. So, yeah. I associate... I don't know about you, but... When I was growing up, and this is going to show my age, I'm going to be like, back in my day, we used to go to roller rinks, and did they always smell like feet and popcorn?
Yes.
Like,
yes,
popcorny feet. So I associate popcorn smell with unpleasantness, but mix it with caramel. Yeah, spray it on me, and I do.
Yum.
I do. I just walk around the house like a cloud of popcorn caramel stink. Yeah. I love it.
I'm a bit nervous the next time I smell popcorn or make popcorn or eat popcorn. I'm going to think about feet after discussing that reference. But it is what it is.
I can tell you.
We live life on the edge.
Last Friday, I got back from Brisbane after a flight and an Uber strike, and I'm waiting in a line for taxis and stuff for over an hour late at night, and I'm fuming and I've got a headache, and I come home to a messy ass kitchen and my house smells like popcorn.
No.
Wanted to vom. I had to clean the kitchen. Instead of go to bed, I had to clean the whole kitchen and open the windows and everything because it smelled gross.
No.
But I get it. Popcorn's delicious. So, you know, if you're in it, it's great. If you're on the other side, it's gross.
Okay, our last release, and then we're going to talk about some fragrance because you know how
and nail polish because you know how we are.
And nail polish. That's right. We've got nail polish too. This from Tatcha. It's Kiku lip mask in, forgive me if I'm saying this wrong, Kiku? Maybe it's Kiku. I don't know. But it's like fall themed. So it's like a pumpkin-y orange colour.
The jar is so cute, isn't it?
Isn't it adorable? I actually really like this lip mask. I don't think it's the bee's knees. It's very expensive. It is not the best I've ever tried. But but I like it and I want it.
I do too, but you know what deters me besides the price, because the price is a deterrent?
Yeah.
This photoshopped image on their website where it looks like, scroll across, you'll see two like lips that looks like they've just got like this sort of like height. You know when you like draw on a picture on your phone, but you use the highlighter so it just sort of like translucently sort of fills it in, and they patchy did this sort of like apricot colour all over it.
Yeah. It looks like somebody edited it on their phone with a finger.
It's fucking bad. But the rest of it does look nice. I just find when brands bring out what is traditionally an overnight lip mask, and like Laneige is guilty of this too, and then you put a lot of colour in it, you lose me.
Oh, yeah,
obviously this is to be used during the day, but all the claims on the website talk about how good it is to use it overnight. And I'm like, well, I don't want this apricot shit all over my lips at night time. But it does look beautiful.
No, because it's gonna end up on your pillow.
No one has time for that. But the packaging, the like retro flowers, gorgeous.
Super cute.
I'm dead
Love
for it. It's so cute.
Let's move into some nail polishy stuff. Don't look at my nails. They need to be done.
I did mine. You can't see them. It's dark and shit.
Mine have grown out so badly. It's atrocious. This is from HoloTaco. It is the Dark Academia collection. So this is exactly what you would expect. Like very dark, very like moody. We've got an off-white ivory cream, a blackened oxblood red semi-translucent buildable Crelly formula. I kind of just want that. A medium warm grey creme, dark hunter green creme. Then we've got some shimmery, sparkly bits and bobs. We've got a blackened sepia bronze micro shimmer. There's a greige jelly base with gold bronze micro shimmer. A dark muted navy frosted metal with silver foil flakes, and a deep blackened green jelly with warm green shimmer. They are very Halloweeny. I feel like she's captured it quite well.
Yeah, getting into the autumn dark kind of stuff. A little bit too dark and bland for me, personally, but...
Fair.
You know, it's a vibe. Another brand that's brought out new nail polish, Mooncat. So they've got 10 new shades. This is a bit of a random collection, and it's called the Fallen collection. It's out now. There's 2 thermals, 2 magnetic, I believe, one sort of like multi-chrome, pretty colour, and then a whole bunch of other ones. They're just nice. I'm tempted to buy a couple of these. Yeah, I'm tempted to buy a couple, to be fair. I want the Jewel Beetle one, and there's a beautiful sort of like purple thermal that goes from like a bright purple to a dark purple. Some really pretty ones. They're out now. You can check them out if you want to. But we're really excited to get onto fragrances.
Yes, let's do it. But also I want all of those Mooncat ones that are like colour.
The magnetic ones?
Yes, please. Yes, please. So Fenty have released a solid perfume. It is just, it's like the Fenty fragrance in solid perfume, I think. As far as I can tell, this is not any different. It's just in a solid formula. I think what makes it mildly interesting is we don't see solid perfumes a whole lot in like run-of-the-mill brands. And apparently this also has like a little like maze game on the lid or something.
Cute. It spells out Fenty. That's kind of cute actually.
Yeah.
So the notes are Bulgarian rose, magnolia, tangerine, and musk apparently. The original one, it looks like it has a few more notes, so it's a little bit more complicated. It's got like blueberry in there, geranium, patchouli. This was only out a few years ago, so there we go. Expanding that. There's actually not that much news we were very excited last month with fragrance news. This one is a bit bland. But one
Yeah.
brand that I do quite like that's bringing out a new fragrance is Juliette Has a Gun. So there's a new, I love the bottle. It's green. It makes me want to smell it. I love all things green.
Very pretty.
This is X Vetiver. Now, I don't know if I'm going to like this. I'm not quite familiar with sort of vetiver enough to be like, am I going to love this? But the notes are lemon bergamot, which, yes, tick, tick. There's a bunch of different types of vetiver in the middle notes, and then ambroxan and musk. So it could be very nice. I think from what I've seen, it's supposed to be a little bit more masculine, but would try. Love the green imagery. It's just green and yum.
Okay, last release that we're going to talk about. It's from Diptyque. It's a new line of 5 fragrances that you can buy in full-size bottles and you can buy in like a mini sort of sampling set. Now, they're meant to be inspired by the subtle beauty of 5 natural treasures: coral, mother of pearl, bark, water lilies, and desert rose. It's essentially, it says each scent captures the essence and emotion evoked by these rarely perceptible natural elements. I love the like kind of new vibe for the bottles that they've got going on. Like they've got a new shape. It's still very Diptyque, but it's also like 2024
It stands
Diptyque.
alone a little bit, yeah.
It does. Yeah, it does. I'm interested in smelling these. I've always felt like Diptyque make like fragrances that are just too complex for me, to the point where my brain overloads and I get a headache. But doesn't mean I'm not interested in smelling them to see where they're going with this. And of course, I love it when they make like a mini sampler pack. I won't buy it myself, but I'm into it. They look nice.
Find it very interesting that they're like mother of pearl, pink pepper. I'm like, you find them in very different parts of the world.
Yep.
But, you know, I would smell them.
But that's it.
We're
done. And look, good timing, because it's late where Kat is and I can hear my partner cooking dinner. So it is time to say thank you for watching Beauty News. We hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to leave your comments down below. As per usual, we love to check them out. And we'll catch you guys in the next one.
See ya.
Bye.